Hello and happy Friday, and welcome back to The Long Dark. If the game will actually show up on stream, thank you. Today, late, hey Trooper, welcome in. Um, yeah, it is, I mean, it's not that late, a little bit maybe. We're gonna start a new run today since we died last stream. But I'm thinking that this might be the setup for the Undertaker's Undertaking challenge that I have been thinking about doing for a while now. Um, but I'm not gonna like really say that for sure until we actually have gotten things set up because that's definitely a long term game plan. But basically today I'm just hoping that we get a good spawn, find the stuff we need, and start getting set up. That's, really super early game stuff because new run hype and all that jazz. Hey Scarlet, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well today, Trooper. Thank you. I hope you are too. Um, yeah, it's been a pretty good week. I've done a lot of crafting. A a friend of mine is expecting in October, and so a group of us got together earlier this week and we decorated onesies, and it was really fun and super cute. um, let's see. Research happens 20% faster. That's nice. So I think we're probably going to still use the typical feats. And by that, I mean I typically use Efficient Machine and Cold Fusion. I think these two are just my best bets. We are going to include the Cooler, and we are going to include Scurvy. But I think I'm going to turn off the Trader for this particular run, assuming that it actually gets up and running. Although, you know what? No, I probably shouldn't do that. I probably should enable it because I might change my mind. Oh, it's too long! I'll just call it Undertaker then. Let's hope that this actually is a good spawn. Come on, good spawn! On the melty side, but it sounds like a typhoon might be on its way to help cool things down. Oh, I really hope that it does come and help help you from melting. I have to say, I've been pleasantly surprised with the weather this week. It did rain a lot one day this week, but for the most part, it has been just like relatively nice. I wouldn't say like constantly sunny, but more sunny than I um was expecting for this week. I thought it was going to be super cloudy most of the week. And it's also been very comfortable temperatures. Also, I just realized I forgot to close the windows before I started streaming, so if any traffic noises crop up, that's why. So I haven't looked at the map, but I think I know where I am. I'm just not 100% sure. But it feels very much like Timberwolf Mountain to me. Oh, it's Pleasant Valley. Okay, that was going to be my second guess. I'm okay with Pleasant Valley. This must be a corner that I don't visit very often. Hi, Bunny. Two bunnies. Just playing around with the Trader for the first time, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't played with the Trader at all yet either. I'm also excited about it. And even though that's not my focus for this particular run, so it'll be still a while before I get there, I am glad that I decided to leave him in just in case we end up going that way later in the run. Doesn't hurt to have all of our options open. What part of... Okay, there's one of the bridges.
I can't feel my feet.
Wait, am I up near one of the... I don't think I'm too far from where the, what is it called? The bunker is. I think that's further up that way. I could be mistaken about that, but I think it was along this part of the river.
God, yeah. Freezing.
So when we were decorating the onesies, I had actually ordered online. There's this thing called like Stick and Stitch, or it has like a more official name, but essentially it's like this special flexible paper, and you can either get it without any images on it and you print the images yourself, or you can man, this wind is really killing us. Or you can get it with designs sort of already pre-printed. So I had found some online that had these really cute little animals, like cartoon animals on it. And so I thought that was going to be perfect for it. So I ordered it, and I ordered it last week, and it was supposed to arrive on Monday, but it got delayed and didn't come until Wednesday. So I had to sort of just freehand my my embroidery when we met up on Tuesday to do this. And it came out really cute, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it's two little sheep and then just some grass around them, and it's a little bit abstract, but it's cute. And then, as I said, the templates that I had originally ordered for it arrived on Wednesday, and because we were all still working on stuff and we had way more onesies than time to work on things. Oh, I know where I am now. I took like 2 home to work on later. And so yesterday I finished up a onesie with like a little dinosaur on it, and he's really cute. He's a little wonky, his face is a little flat. I think that was my own user error. This is only like my 3rd time embroidering, so I'm still kind of figuring things out, but I think he's super cute. I'll have to post him in the Discord at some point. Yeah. You can at least tell that, like, I think it came out good, other than the slightly squashed face, but I would just say you can kind of tell that it's homemade with love. I never ever run last long enough to play with it, and I know it's cheating, but I just discovered mods. It's actually made the game so much more fun to me. Yeah, as Trooper said, it's a single player game. There's not, like, who's to say what's cheating and what's not. Just enjoy it, have a good time. That's all that really matters. Exactly. I don't think the kid'll mind either. He'll be too young to care. It was so great. I was asking someone for their input, like whether I should have just the one dinosaur, should I have dinosaurs and like little leaves and that sort of thing. And they're like, oh, well, or should I have like 2 dinos? And they're like, well, I would want like leaves and stuff, but I think a kid would want 2 dinos because it would be cooler. I was like, this kid is not even going to be a year old. They will not know and they will not care. So I'm sure it'll be fine either way. But it's nice to actually get to do some like functional embroidery, because I started my first embroidery project when I was visiting friends and family last month. And it was just like a decorative kind of thing, which is also nice. But it's cool now to actually like see it on an article of clothing and be like, wow, this is something that we can use. It's not just decorative. As long as you put the best dinosaur on there, it'll be fine. And there is a correct answer to that. So the thing is, because they're cartoons, I don't think this is actually based on a real dinosaur. It kind of looks a little bit like a T-Rex, which I chose because the mother-to-be affectionately refers to her baby as T-Rex after having seen the first sonogram. But it's definitely not a T-Rex because it has spikes. So I don't know what kind of a dinosaur it is. But it was the closest one to a T-Rex that they had, so... It'll be fine. But I am curious what your best dinosaur would be. My favorite is actually, like, the Brontosaurus. I don't know how popular of a choice that is. It's probably not considered like the best dinosaur, but I like it. Man, there's no charcoal. Ankylosaurus! Yeah, the Ankylosaurus is pretty cool. Yeah, I can see how that could be the best. Though I'm not gonna lie, I also like pterodactyl, but purely because of its name. I have to admit, I was not like a dinosaur kid growing up. Oh, I should go into the basement and get matches if I can find them before it gets dark. As an autistic person, I approve of Spiky T-Rex. There needs to be more Spiky T-Rex. You know what? I love the way that he looks, and I also wish that Spiky T-Rex was like more of a thing. I'm gonna try and navigate the basement, even though it's not going to go well. Oh, and we've already taken cold damage, so we can call that for bingo. Also, I think we can call that I thought I was lost. Metal shelf. Isn't it somewhere down here sometimes? But I don't know if they're guaranteed. I can't remember. Replacement fuse. Who cares about that? There we go. Matches. Ha-ha. I'm so glad we did this. Hey, Map. Welcome in. How's it going? Metal container. I do wish I could see a little bit more down here. And I know I don't have anything to make a torch at the moment, so I think what I might do is just go back upstairs and we'll search this when we can actually see properly rather than stumbling in the dark. If I can even get back upstairs. Oh boy, okay. Hold on, here's a window. What the heck? Here's a... Oh, here are the stairs. I knew I could do it. I always look for the nostalgia matches in the old guaranteed spot. It's just a reflex. I'm like that with some other places. I think this is one of the few areas where I don't go after the old spawn point usually. Fine again after a week of disaster. Oh no. I'm glad to hear that you're fine again. Sorry about your week of disasters. That's no fun. Washing machine broke, but I have a new one now thanks to my parents who lent me some money to get a new one. Oh, that's nice. Not the washing machine breaking, obviously, but being able to get it replaced. I hope you like your new machine. I gotta say, I really like my washing machine. It's not even that new. We got it when we moved in, so... Oh gosh, we've been here so long, it's probably like 8 years? Going on 9? But it still works so well. Let's see, what else? Why did I pick up that book? Am I gonna do the no book burning? I feel like that might just become part of my MO when it comes to playing this game. Just never burn books. I think it couldn't hurt to start a fire. Ooh, 3 charcoal. Come on, please start. Please don't waste a match. Some internship next week can't possibly show up without unwashed clothes. That is very true. You want to make a good impression. And good luck with the internship. I hope it goes well and that you enjoy it. Yeah, it is like a holdout from the librarian, but I don't know that I'll ever be able to burn the books again. I always felt kind of bad about it to begin with. You know what? We gotta clean up this mess. Oops. Wrong button. Just minimized the game. We have water, so I think I'm just gonna take torches at this point. Oh yeah, I can definitely see how that would cause a panic. That would have freaked me out too. Minutes. Do I need more torches? That's 5. They were pretty decent torches too, to be honest. So I think we're okay. Let me quickly. We successfully started a fire. And we pulled good torches. Actually, we did pull one terrible torch. I haven't quite decided. I think time capsule is mostly just on hold at the moment. I wouldn't say I'm never going back to the time capsule. I just yeah, I just needed to I just needed to like shake things up a bit. I also think it was because I didn't want to go into story mode 2 again. Even though, or I know it'll be cool, but I think I was partially dreading dealing with the bear. But no, I wouldn't say that it's canceled. This is just a book, okay. Not a special book. Oh, but we found books. Oh, you know what? It would be so cool if I could control Stream Bingo from my phone. I should look to see if that's the case. Wait, what was in here? Oh, right, the spray paint. Yeah, I don't care about that. Because if I could, that would be so nice to not have to, like, cancel out of the game every time. Or tab out of it, I should say. I'm not really canceling it. Oh, that's a lot of salt. Floating potato sack. Should I call that a glitch? I feel like I should. Some of the older versions were fun after all, especially the early access alpha with its nice menus. I really enjoyed the time capsule. In fact, there are definitely some versions that I would play just because, like, not even as part of a specific time capsule playthrough. I can't recall off the top of my head which ones, like, what they were called and stuff, but, like, I did remember enjoying quite a few of them. Was it Deep Forest that I really liked? I think so. I think that's what it was called. Frozen Angler. I'll take it. But yeah, Early Access Alpha had such beautiful menus. And honestly, I'm so glad we did it, because even though we're at a point where, like, there are obviously some changes during story mode, but, like, a lot of the major stuff is stuff that I've now already experienced. I still am so glad that it exists and would recommend anyone who has this game on Steam to go through the time capsule at some point. Like, at least the first couple of versions, because it's just so cool going back and seeing how it used to be. Ah, yes. Of course I love Deep Forest. We added in sticks again. And we know me and my sticks. I can't refuse picking up sticks. It just doesn't happen. Alright, I've already got some water. I don't know if I really need to get more. Maybe a little. We'll just do like half a liter from here. Oh, that's also a bingo event. I should actually see if I can do the bingo. If I can call bingo events from my phone. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I can only control my stream. Or can I? Wait a minute. No, those are all things for chat. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Desolation Point, the one after that, blacksmithing, right. There was one other one that I really liked. Which one was that? I think it was after that, but before... I think the last update before they did Wintermute, I think was one that I enjoyed a lot too. Oh, this is going to be a long night since we can't... You know, we don't have a ton of calories, so we can't just, like, stay awake burning calories all night. Maybe I'll try and just rip up a bunch of cloth and... I don't have a ton of fuel, so I don't want to just burn through that. I suppose we could go cook a potato. Wool socks! And they're new! Oh, I love that! Fabulous! Oh yes, of course, pension scholar. Yes, because books. Yeah, of course. How could I have forgotten? And a Mackinac. Okay, this could be a good setup. Okay. 23%, but I did find a sewing kit, did I not? I did, so we could actually fix that up if we wanted to. Did search these things already. Good. I suppose I could start a fire so I could work on repairing this, but I don't feel like that's necessarily the smartest plan. I think what makes sense is... Although we could also cook the potato. Yeah, that's maybe a good idea. We start a fire, and then we, like, cook a potato, and while it's cooking, we're fixing the Mackinac, and I feel like that makes sense, because we're so wide awake anyway. No. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. Oh, that was way too close. Way too close for comfort. Oh. Can't believe I almost just lost that torch.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Oh, Astrid, please. We've only got 7 cattail heads.
Come on, little fire.
To that came Vigilant Trespass with the introduction of Interloper, then Resolute Outfitter with clothing overhaul and layering, then the Save Wipe with Faithful Cartographer. Oh, I liked that one too. Okay, that's plenty of time. We shall cook a potato. 35%? Yeah, let's cook that one. It's the final update before Wintermute, where all the UI and menus have been overhauled in preparation, where we got a bit more emotional when Raph thanked everyone in the update. But yeah, Faithful Cartographer was one that I really liked too. Come on. Yes, successful repair. Oh, I'm so proud of you, girl. Okay, so we've got... I'm gonna say that that's one of the fancy recipes. No, I guess the potato doesn't count as a fancy recipe. You don't have to prep anything. But we did fail to start a fire. And We also repaired something successfully. Still have 15 minutes on this fire. Let's add a few more sticks. And then grab some curtains. An aurora! Oh. 2 minutes until boiled. Okay. This is great. Because now we can actually do stuff even though it's dark. So my plan is we're gonna finish up this water. We're going to light a torch. Use this to make it upstairs. I'll do that in the morning. She said, knowing that she would most likely forget immediately. And we can put this out now. And now we can grab curtains. By the way, have you already seen the new effects of the Aurora outside Kwanzaa? I told you about that one once. Yes! Yes! I did happen to see it. It's so cool. I honestly am just, like, so excited and impressed by these new effects and the new graphics. I really like them a lot. So I think I might try and repair one more time. Yeah, the sparks just look so good. 93% Machina. 100% thermal underwear and 93% wool socks. This is great. We should probably make ourselves some improvised hand wraps. So we don't get frostbite. And then it's getting to be almost midnight. Maybe I'll do one more repair on this sweatshirt and then we'll go to sleep. No, failed repair. Oh, come on, Astrid. Failed to repair something twice. So disappointing.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
I think we can get through 6 hours and then we can eat. Ooh, 28% ketchup chips. Gotta wait until I have some sort of antibiotics or tea or something. I'm gonna get up and close this. I don't think my mic was picking up stuff from outside, but it was kind of bothering me. So that's a good enough reason, I suppose. 78. I suppose that's okay. I think I'm just gonna come in.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, I know, Astrid, I know. Is there not a curtain on this window? I thought there was. What about this window? Yes, there was. Curtain. Because we're gonna need more cloth. In fact, we might want to make some bandages just to be safe. We have 16 cloth now. I didn't realize I had collected that much. Given that we also were so busy repairing things. Okay. Let's grab that. We might also want to break down, I think there's either 1 or 2 crates in the kitchen that we still haven't broken down yet. We might want to take care of that before we head out. And I think from here we're going to go to the barn and see if we can... Have I searched through all of these? No. Why didn't I search through these? There's a cooking pot here and I didn't even pick it up. Heh? Heh? What's wrong with me? Oh, I just had hypothermia, not hypothermia risk. Okay. But I did search all of these. Here's the crate I was talking about. And no, I broke down both of those. Okay. So yeah, what I'm thinking is we go over to this farmhouse and see if there's anything cool up in the little cubby. Because sometimes you can find cool stuff like, I think, a rabbit hat? I think? Oh, this is so windy. Typical PV. And then from here we might head up to Signal Hill to go and get ourselves some... I think cargo pants are still guaranteed up there. Oh, I forgot that I can call that we're not over encumbered because this is a new run, and so we start off not encumbered. The trick is staying not encumbered. I remember talking at one point about... Oh my god, there's a heavy hammer here? Okay, firstly, I'm so happy that we found this right off the bat because this is a good way to protect ourselves against wolves. And obviously we need a hammer at some point. But secondly, I didn't know it could spawn here, and now I'm wondering if in the last run where we spent like 3 real-life days looking for the hammer, whether it was here and I missed it. I don't think I've ever looked back here before. This was just a fluke. But, I mean, a happy accident. I was just about to type in happy instead of hammer. That's how happy I am. Okay, very cool. And I hope there's something cool up here. I hope I'm not doing this for nothing. But I'm already happy that I came in here. And I think this is a very, very promising start to the run. Oh, there's a corpse here. I didn't even see him. Come on, backpack. Soda. Okay, I'll take the soda, I guess. Okay, well, better than nothing. Anything else back here? Just planks. More charcoal.
Oh, I'm starving.
Yeah, I know. We probably should warm up before we get... Is it just me, or are there, like, more beds in here? Or have I just never looked before? I knew there was a bed here, but I had no idea you could sleep here or here. Can you sleep here? No. Wow. The more you know. Okay, let's see. We could break these down. I'd like to warm up a little bit before we leave, but it's not that warm in here, so... Either I start a fire... Oh, maybe I should do that. We should start a fire and cook another potato. Let's do that. Because that'll warm us up, and the potato will give us some warmth bonus.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, Astrid. Astrid, come on. That's much better. Good job.
Perfect.
We'll do that. And then place the potato. Let's do the 67% potato. And let's maybe also make some water while we're at it. Let's maybe just do 1 liter for now. I don't know that we have the time to do 2. My plan is now also that we hopefully should be able to pull some more torches. I can really only craft tinder, bandages, and improvised clothing. 2 minutes until boiled. Okay. Pick this up. Now let's grab torches. Oh no, that's such a sad looking torch. Oh, that's also terrible. Come on, give me a good torch. Oh, the game is mocking me. Alright, I'm gonna throw a few more sticks on this fire. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Now let's eat this cooked potato. That'll give us a little bit of, you know, some calories, but it'll also give us the warmth bonus. Alright, and we're off.
I'm starving.
Okay, because this is a new run, I'm gonna quickly take the time to grab this old man's weird lichen. And we're gonna need to find one more. So we'll just have to keep our eyes out for that because you need to have at least 3 to craft a bandage. Okay, so we never checked the car outside of Molly's, but I guess we'll just have to do that sometime in the future. This wind is terrible. So I'm so torn because I found out that on Saturdays there's like this free yoga class at a community center nearby, which is super cool. However, it starts at 9 a.m. and they ask you to be there a little bit early, and so if I actually wanted to go, I'd have to get up by like 7:30 or 8 to actually like get dressed, get my stuff together, actually get to the community center and be there before 9. And I know that's not like really, really early or anything. That's totally reasonable. But at the same time, I'm like, it's a Saturday though. Like, I don't want to get up that early. Like, can we push it back by like an hour? So I don't know. I put it on the calendar for tomorrow, but I haven't exactly decided 100% that I'm going to go tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe on another Saturday, but I feel a little more motivated. Although, does anyone ever feel motivated to get up at like 7:30 on a Saturday? Except for like kids, maybe, who want to watch cartoons in the morning. I wonder if there are any good Saturday morning cartoons anymore. I don't actually like watch TV. I just stream stuff or watch stuff on YouTube, so I have absolutely no idea if there's anything even worth watching on Saturday mornings anymore. Then again, I also don't even know if there's anything worthwhile for adults on Saturday mornings. But maybe it was just for kids. At least this area is wind blocked. But where are the bunnies? Usually there's like a grove of bunnies over there. It's kind of weird. Maybe they're not there because of the wildlife refresh mix-up stuff. No problem to get up at 7:30 any day. Couldn't be bothered doing it on the weekend. Hey, for Barbara. I'm glad it's not just me then. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be someone who would get up relatively early, and I still usually wake up before 8, but then I will definitely fall back to sleep if my schedule allows. I don't like getting up and actually having to like be functional and talk to people that early in the morning. Honestly, even when I actually got out of bed and was like doing stuff like commuting to school or whatever, I definitely I definitely was not happy about having to talk to people that early in the morning. Hello, bunny. I don't think I have any stones on me, so I can't even get that bunny for hides and guts. 9 a.m. is way too early even to get up. Exactly, like in my ideal scenario, it doesn't really matter what time I wake up, but I'm not getting out of bed until after 9, and I'm not talking to people until like 10 a.m.
All I can think about is food.
It's so funny, I'm always paranoid about this particular bear when I come up the hill, even though I almost never see him here. Oh, we've got more bunnies here. It's funny, I look back, there was a time like before COVID that I was getting up shortly before 6 a.m. to get up and get ready and leave the house by like 6:30 to go into the office, and I just like think to myself, how did I ever do that? Or like when I was back at university and there were times where I'd be getting up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock so that I could get up and get ready and do my morning routine and then go to like an 8:30 a.m. class, and I'm just like, how did I do that? Welcome back, Mav. No, I haven't yet. But I will. I promise I will.
Fingers feel numb.
No problem getting up even before COVID, to be honest, but now it's even harder. Yeah, I think it was like just in school and in university and stuff, I had gotten used to getting up relatively early, so it wasn't a big deal. And then it just got worse over the years, and now I'm not the morning person that I used to think I was. But to be fair, I also stay up later than I used to, so I guess it all balances out somehow. Replacement fuse, who cares about that? I guess we'll eat the chocolate bar. Peaches. Sardines. Oh, coffee. And we've got the Small Arms Handbook. I don't know if I'm going to take that with me, though. Maybe. Maybe I will. Ideal world, I would go to bed at 4 a.m. and wake up at 12 or 1 p.m. Hey, Rob, welcome in. Not gonna lie, that scared me. Caught me off guard. Elsewhere. Yeah, I can't stay up that late. I've never been someone who can really stay up super, super late, but I do stay up until like midnight, 1 o'clock. I could probably adjust eventually if I had to, but I just don't typically do that. Let's wear these ragged work boots. These are pretty much the same. Yeah, I guess I'll swap these out then. So much red and plaid. Chi, Rob. I think that might be one of our quicker bingo wins that we've had. You've stayed up for 3 days straight? I don't think, no, I don't even think that I can say, I don't think I can do that. I know with 100% certainty I couldn't do that. I can't even stay up for 24 hours straight. This is the closest thing I'd ever been to being drunk. Every time I started thinking about something like a book I read or something, I'd start seeing it play in my head like a movie. That sounds both really cool and also a little scary. Yeah, I definitely cannot stay up that long. Oh, another sewing kit. Yeah, I'll take it. I was really hoping we'd maybe find a stim. But I guess not. So now what I'm thinking is maybe we go out and try and snag a bunny. I always joke that sleep is my superpower, that I can... Oh, hey, firewood. I can fall asleep pretty much any time. That's not entirely true. Like, there are times where I have to actually try and sleep or where I get stuck awake. But most of the time, it is very quick and easy for me to fall asleep. And I've sort of trained myself to continue conversations while I'm falling asleep, which is really bad. So there'll be times where, like, if we're watching something on TV or playing a game or something together, yeah, I'll be like half asleep and people will be asking me stuff about it and I'll just give like really vague answers. And that's how you know. That's how you know I'm starting to go. It starts to be like, yeah, no, I don't know. You tell me. Or I didn't understand that either. It's like, yeah, that's it. Said I heard 24-hour stream. Welcome in, Ferret. Good to see you. Did a 24-hour stream once, then near the end, had the second sleep situations over and over again. See, I'm pretty sure what would happen to me if I did a 24-hour stream is there would be times where, like, I would probably just stop talking for really long stretches, and there would definitely be the occasion where I would probably just start like falling asleep, but like
Come on.
trying to convince myself to stay awake, it would be such a disaster. Sitting there perfectly still, not able to see what was going on around me because I'd be seeing this movie. It was bad when it happened at a crosswalk. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. That definitely sounds dangerous. Oh, my bunnies are gone. Bunnies! There they are. Our thumb looks so pointy in these makeshift gloves. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Man, I could eat anything.
Yeah, there are even times where I don't feel like I'm that tired, but then I just start falling asleep. It's so frustrating. That like there have been times where I'll be reading a book that I actually want to be reading, or so it's not even just like falling asleep because it's boring, but like or I'll be watching a video or a TV show or something like that. And I just notice my eyes getting heavy and I'm like, what the heck? Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. But if I'm comfortable enough, it's almost inevitable. If I'm watching something and I don't want to fall asleep, I have to like be doing something else at the same time, whether it's knitting or, you know, just like I have to do something to keep myself awake because for whatever reason, my brain is just not enough. Also, thank you. It's currently 24, but it feels like 31 in here and it's only 10:30. That's way too hot. Way too hot. Yeah, we thankfully have not had any extremely hot days since that last heat wave at the start of the month. Thankfully. It's been comfortable in the apartment. I'd say it's been like 22, maybe up to 24, but that's fine. I'm happy with those temperatures. All right, Rob, have a great day. Hope work goes well. Thanks for stopping by and winning bingo. Come on, get out of the way. Go. Still have 28 minutes on this fire. I think we should grab the gut. Oh, I didn't have enough time. Oh, that was silly of me. Because I thought it was something like, I thought it was 30 minutes for some reason. Hey, Fawn, welcome in. Happy Friday. I'm too tired to follow stream today, but wanted to say hi. It's funny, I'm apparently on topic. Yeah, perfect. And absolutely no worries. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. And I always appreciate lurks and even just swinging in to say hi and bye. So now I'm gonna try and go get that other bunny. There he is. Here he comes, just a hopping up the slope. Saying, I'm a bunny, I'm a bunny, I'm a bunny. Seriously, why is our thumb so pointy? Oh no, I missed him. That's okay. Now he's going closer to our fire. Thank you for your sacrifice, Mr. Bunny. I wanted to see how much water I have. Oh, I have way too much water.
trees?
Oh,
I'm gonna eat a tree.
I didn't mean to hit cancel. Just harvest it. Oh, my fire is going out. Okay. Go ahead and cook these. I'll have a cattail while we're waiting. Are these branches? Yes. Oh, it's getting dark. I guess we're gonna be staying here tonight. That wasn't originally part of my plan, but it'll do. Okay. How much longer do we have on this? 1 minute. Okay, let's eat it. 13 minutes. Well, I can finish harvesting them when we're inside, since I'm gonna be staying here anyway. Let me just grab these sticks, grab this stone that I threw. And we'll pull some torches. The rabbits are useless. You eat one and you're immediately hungry. They are kind of useless. I'm mostly getting them so that I have some guts to harvest. For the guts and the hide, and I just figure might as well not waste it. But yeah, meat-wise, they're not exactly the most sustainable option. All of those torches sucked. I mean, they're a little bit better when your cooking skill goes up because you get more calories per bunny, and like also when you're not using your bare hands, you don't lose as much meat. But still, they're they could be more calorie dense, that's for sure. The mittens are really good. Yeah, and the hat. I love the hat too. So yeah, I guess we're going to be spending the night here. I didn't really anticipate that, but it's going to be what it's going to be. I should just clean up all of the junk in all of these places that I go into. I don't really care about necessarily, you know, making things into a cozy base or anything, but I do like the idea of getting rid of all the junk. Okay, let's drop this gut so it can already be curing.
I'm gonna eat a tree.
And in the meantime, how hungry are you? Oh, we have almost 500 calories. Quit your belly aching. Drop that. And one more time with feeling. Oh, I haven't called that Astrid's hunger has been in the red. I need to do that. Down to 37 calories. Okay. Hunger in the red. See these 46% ketchup chips. And these sardines. I think that should be enough for the night. Okay, so now I want to I want to make a quick note. Pleasant Valley, Signal Hill, 2 bunnies, 2 guts. I can't do it. 10 hours? Let's do 8 hours. I have enough calories for that. Gonna sit back down. Okay, we have woken up fully rested. We still have a few hours of darkness left. I don't really want to eat those peaches. Okay, in the meantime, so many of our torches are just terrible. I'm gonna get rid of all the ones under 25%. That's better. Oh right, I wanted to prepare these rose hips. And I'm not going to prepare the old man's beard wound dressing yet because it actually weighs more like that, I think. Or did they fix that? No. It weighs significantly more made up, which doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. I could make a head wrap. I don't know if that's worth it, though. Oh, we could tear down these running shoes so that we can repair our boots.
I need to find food.
When it's actually light out. Oh. Here, let's have the soda for calories and thirst. Oh, it's not quite light enough yet. Okay, please, Astrid, please don't mess this up.
God,
yes! 84%. Sweet! Okay. It sounds really windy out there. Please don't be a blizzard. Oh, nice. Just windy. I can deal with that. I just don't want to be stinky. We won't be able to start, like, well, we do have 1 flare. What I'm thinking is maybe we'll go to the cave over here. There might be a deer. Although I won't be able to start a fire, so I won't be able to harvest it. But there might also be some food over there. And then if we go into the transition cave, but not go through, we might be able to find a bedroll, I think. Alright, have a nice walk with your dog. Thanks for hanging out with us, Barbara. And have a great Friday. I have seen a wolf prowling around over here. So we do have to be a little bit careful. see him right now, which has me a little concerned.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Where is he? Where's the wolf? He noticed me just as soon as I saw him too. Too windy to light torch. Stay back. Stay back. Man. If I can get into this cave, I can light a torch instead of my flare. I think I can manage this.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Did he give up? Seems like he gave up. He did! Oh, what luck. Oh, man. Alright, we're now freezing and hungry. Alright, I gotta grab these mushrooms so we can make a reishi tea in case the... Oh! Oh, crud. Does he not care? I don't think he cares. Oh, he went after a bunny. Oh, sweet. Thank you for your sacrifice, bunny.
This looks
Oh, we found a flask.
handy.
Alright. I'm gonna make a run for it while he's busy. Wow, that worked out surprisingly well. I don't love the idea of eating our canned food before we find a can opener, but I think we might have to. His range of detection was surprisingly high the first time, given that we did not have anything stinky on us.
I'm starving.
Okay, please don't poison me. Oh, thank God. Okay. Just gonna go down and see if there's anything interesting in this cave, because sometimes there's like a deer carcass, sometimes there's food, sometimes I think you can find a bedroll. We should be able to find one or two pieces of coal as well. And we'll warm up while we're in here. All good things. Check it out. We got ourselves some coal. Man, I have like such a strong craving for Oreos today. It started last night, actually. And it's just not going away. So at Christmas time last year, a friend of mine, well, my best friend and I, we watched this video. It was a comedy skit about how many different flavors of Oreos there are and how it just is not stopping. And we really got a kick out of that. So then we decided that we would, every time we like meet up, which is maybe like once a year, we would buy a different pack of Oreos to try, like a different flavor. And so at Christmas time, we just went with mint, which is not anything like super new or super crazy, but they were very, very tasty. Definitely one of my favorites. I wish I could get them here in Germany. And then this last trip, we ended up getting, I think it was toffee flavored. And they were tasty, but I didn't really think it was like, I thought it was a little too sweet. And I also thought it was less toffee flavor and more like, I don't know, almost like maple syrupy. I don't know. But I'm still glad we tried them. And even though they were a little too sweet and I wouldn't buy them again, it was at least worth finishing. Yeah, there's so many different types out there. Like we were standing there and there was just so many different choices. We were looking, we were like, okay, do we try the toffee? Do we try Java chip? Do we try birthday cake? Like, which one are we gonna do? I think I would try Java chip next. Oh, I should make coffee. I forgot we have a coffee thing as well. Yeah, it's both a blessing and a curse that there's not that many different flavors or varieties of Oreos in Germany. There's the classic, there's double stuff. Occasionally you can find like the ones that are dipped in chocolate, and that's pretty much it. And on the one hand, like I said, blessing and a curse. I love the fact that, you know, I can get them at all. There are a few that I would like to have. Oh, I think you can also sometimes get the, like, vanilla ones. But, like, I would love to be able to get mint ones here. But it's just not a thing. Just want, like, a few of those and not all of the flavors. Some of the flavors are a little wild. Okay, let's grab some torches. Yeah, I agree. It's cool to have some sort of like little tradition between the two of us. It's especially important to have those kind of like little rituals if you don't get to see each other very often. I mean, I think those types of things are important no matter how often you see someone, but I just feel like it's especially important when you don't get to spend much time together. At least in person. We spend time together a lot online. We actually got into our Stardew Valley co-op game for the first time since like May this week, and we both loaded in and just asked each other, so what was it we were doing again? Because neither of us could remember, it had been so long. And they were like, well, I guess we'll just wing it and figure it out for now.
I could eat anything right now.
So much coal. I'm really hoping that there's a deer carcass here, but I don't recall seeing one when I turned. No. Alas, no deer carcass.
Anything about now.
Oh my god, Astrid, just quit your belly aching, please. Fine, we'll have the dusty dog food. Okay, maybe I'll go check the cave here in Winding River, and then we'll go back to our plan. What was I looking for? Oh, I already called coal. I could have sworn there was something else for bingo. Yeah, maybe I'll remember eventually. Do I have more than 10 coal? No, not quite. Region. That's what I was thinking of. I guess it doesn't really matter because only now have we officially left, I suppose. Oh, cattails, thank goodness. I suppose we could leave the rest of Pleasant Valley for another time and just keep going on to going on to Mystery Lake. And then eventually crafting or forging in FM. Oh. I'm gonna call that a torch chain fail and wind blowing out my fire. Such a fail. Honeys, you don't need to be scared. I'm not coming after you. I could just have like half a tea for the warmth. I really hope that there's something good in this cave. And maybe we'll continue on to Mystery Lake. I know I do that a lot, but we also, like in our last run, we spent a lot of time in Pleasant Valley and Coastal and stuff like that. So maybe this time we'll do Pleasant Valley to Mystery Lake to FM and whatever. I mean, I know we died here in Mystery Lake last time, but I still feel like we can shake things up a little bit, make it a little bit different. And we're officially over-encumbered. Grab enough for one more lichen bandage just to be safe. Or we go back and then we go up to Timberwolf Mountain. That could be an interesting change of pace. Really? Just field dressing your kill? That's it? That's all we have in here? Alright, we're gonna map. It seems like the wind has died down a little bit.
I need to find food.
Oh, you and your food issues, Astrid. How many matches do I still have? 9. That's not great. Is there always a wolf here? Or has that changed since the wildlife refresh? I actually don't know. I haven't seen or heard one yet. I'm gonna light this just in case. It's not too windy and I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'll need it to see in lower dam anyway. So it's not like we're wasting the match. It does feel kind of weird though that there's nothing here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. Going up the hill, doo 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 doo. Going up the hill, doo 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 doo. I'll look from up here, but I didn't hear or see anything. So I think we have a wolf-free winding river. I wonder if, like, the moose can spawn in Winding River. Or the cougar. I've definitely had this area with few wolves, like with just one, but I don't know that I've never had the, like, no predators whatsoever. Yeah, we don't need a fire, Astrid. You're fine, you're good, you're good, you're fine. Okay, nothing over here. Oh, there we go. I heard a wolf howl. Oh, there he is, over there on the left. Okay. I was gonna say, I find it really hard to believe that there are no wolves here. Oh, I got a backpack. With nothing inside, of course.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yes, let's open the brick wall. Okay. What do we got in here? Another sewing kit. We might need to make a fire at some point partway through the dam to actually put more torches. I wonder if... Oh, right, we had that glitch earlier that I was going to call because we had the floating potato sack, but I was just thinking, I wonder if we're going to have the same glitch we had the last time we were in the dam where the posters were like sideways through the wall. I don't need a recycled can, are you kidding? Nothing in the microwave. Gotta switch out torches. Yeah, I do think we're gonna have to make a fire while we're down here, because otherwise I think we're gonna be struggling to get through here without using our flare, which I really don't want to do.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Ah, you're fine, Astrid, you're fine. Okay, whole lot of nothing up here. No real surprise, I suppose. Nothing down there. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find like 100% torch while we're wandering around. Metal shelf. Oh, is that cloth? Yeah, I think it's just cloth. And there's also something under this bench. No. Okay. Gotta move relatively quickly because we're getting down
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, stop it, Astrid. A can opener. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Now we can actually make our peaches. I really actually didn't want to eat the dog food without having the can opener. But, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures, as they say. Let's just keep on going. Nothing over here from the looks of it. Grab this newsprint for some more tinder later. Although I think we have enough now that we've gone cattail picking. I'm kind of low on this locker.
Handy.
Gloves. Well, only one locked locker in this entire area is not too bad. I'd have a cattail.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
bastard, but you're gonna be using up some of your coal and stuff over here, so stop complaining, please. Okay. 40 sticks. Oh. I think I'm gonna call the bingo event. I think it's technically supposed to be over 40, but I still think I'm gonna call it.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Okay. Add fuel here. Add some reclaimed wood. And let's cook up some peaches. Actually, let's cook up both. I can't remember if finding a can opener is on the bingo list, so I'm gonna take a look. No, it is not. Okay. Let's see, actually, do I have any more torches left? Yeah, 22%. That's not worth keeping. Okay, and we're gonna drop this can because we really do not need this many. Actually, I'll... Ugh, we need better torches. Thanks, Ferret. You miss Fluffy. Yeah, let's maybe add a coal. That way we can take quite a few torches. Oh right, I was gonna call the sticks.
Sure I can carry much more.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. You know what? If I pull like 2 or 3 more torches, we can call that for bingo too. Okay, hoping we find some more food while we're in here. Or maybe there's a carcass outside? Ooh, it's getting late though. Alright, let's hope for some more food up here then. Alright, 2 locked lockers. So last run we were like silly with pry bars, and this time we haven't even found one yet. Granted, this is only what, like day 3? We must be getting close to having well fed then, actually. I think if we make it through the night without starving, we might get well fed. 6 or 7. 39. Okay.
Man, I could eat anything.
It's more like 6. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that there's maybe like... I don't want to waste this on peanut butter or maple syrup, but I also wouldn't be upset if that's what was in here. Oh my goodness. It must be almost there. That was an annoying combo.
I'll take it.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's so disappointing. Just some cash. Who wants cash in the apocalypse? Spray paint. Oh, I actually think that's a bingo event too, finding spray paint, and I have not called it even though that's like the 3rd spray paint we've found. It's not. Oh. I really thought that was a bingo event. That must be in another set somewhere. I really should clean up my bingo events because I can never remember what's an event and in what category it's in. Sweet moldy beef jerky, my favorite. At least we've got plenty of good torches now. Cardboard boxes, pallets, I don't care about any of that. Oh, it sounds so windy. I wonder if that's an actual blizzard.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Toque! I'm gonna put the toque on the inside, actually. Or it's gonna layer it however it wants, I guess. We'll have to fix it up. You know what would be really nice? A lantern. Can I manifest a lantern? No. Another spray paint. It's happening again. This is so weird. When did this break? And why? Oh, we still have plenty of toilet water. Maybe I'll just take a little bit more. And a pry bar! Yes, maybe we'll find something good in these lockers then. Probably not, but maybe. Is pry bar a bingo event? It is. I'm not gonna go all the way down to try and unlock that locked locker. Say that 10 times fast.
I think I can use this.
Can opener. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go back down to try and do that, but I can manifest a lantern! Oh, lovely! Christmas lights. But we can check it at some point when we just happen to go down there, assuming I remember, and if I don't, there's probably nothing in it. Let's be honest. I'm so excited that we found this lantern. Okay, a whole lot of nothing over here. And nothing there. Nothing there. Ugh, this place is useless. This is why I hate searching the dam, because it's just like, it's so monotonous and there's like never anything. I mean, seriously, have we found anything on this floor yet? I don't think so. Painkillers, antibiotics. Oh, that's actually both useful things. Yeah, I know, Astrid. I'm really hoping we can find you some more food. I mean, we do have cattails. Have I found a soda? No. I thought I did for some reason.
This'll come in handy.
I mean, film is not the most useful thing I can think of, but... if this ends up being the Undertaker's Undertaking, it will be useful. Not gonna lie though, I'm not looking forward to getting the camera. There has been, like, basically nothing on this floor. Nothing worth mentioning anyway. Another spray paint. Oh. Spray paint and film. Like, are you serious, game? Another spray paint. I can't. This is like the 4th spray paint in this building. A granola bar. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted, game. That's all I ever wanted was a granola bar. Oh, all I ever wanted was something to eat. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Well, at least we've searched all of this so we never have to come up here again. It sounds so windy. I think we're gonna lose our torch as soon as we go outside. But that's okay. It's still early in the day, and well, early is a bit of a stretch. It's still not nightfall, and we should be able to make it to the trailers without a problem. I keep forgetting English words. It's really bad. This is in preparation for the Undertaker's Undertaking, the one that you came up with about the graves. Yes, I hope. So my thought process was, if this ends up being a good start, because the Undertaker's Undertaking is going to be like a really long-term goal, um, and is definitely for a is intended for a very long run. I figured we'd wait and see before we officially name this run that. Um, well, I say that, but I did actually call this name Undertaker, and I did put it in the stream title. But like, I figured if we end up not having a very strong start, if we didn't find the things we needed, couldn't get things set up, not the end of the world. But if we could, I think it would be really cool to start setting that up, because it is going to be a very long run and will require a lot of preparation as it is. Because one aspect that I didn't mention last stream, but that I have been considering, is getting the camera and taking photos of each of the corpses and putting that in with the in the stone cache with the little figurines that I make. I haven't 100% set upon that, whether or not I'm going to do it, but I don't think I need to decide that right now anyway. But I should have started keeping track of where there are dead bodies, actually. Maybe... It's actually maybe a good idea, so that I don't forget this. Body tracker. PV at... what is the hill called? Hilltop Cave? Have I seen any others? Yeah.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Carter Dam. Let's see, there weren't any in Molly's house, there weren't any in the barn, there weren't any in Signal Hill. Was there one in the transition cave? I don't think so. Was there one in Winding River? No. I don't think so. I think it's just... Can it really have only been those two so far? That doesn't really seem right. Oh, I shouldn't use this. There's so little fuel left. There might be food in this crate, actually. Or maybe not, for a change. It's pretty unusual. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna use this real quick. Just... Ah! I was gonna say, it's kind of unusual that there's no food in here. I saw something over here on the floor, but I guess I just imagined that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna eat these peaches for now so she stops starving. Oh, hey, there's a container here. That wasn't there the last time I came here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
More antibiotics. Another granola bar. Sweet. This is definitely feeling like a good, strong start. I mean, we already have our hammer. We have a Mackinaw, we have wool socks, wool hat. We've found lots of food so far. Found a lantern, pry bar. Really thinking that this has potential.
Can you eat trees?
Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
I'm gonna eat a tree.
Alright, let's eat the moldy beef jerky and hope for the best. Okay. And a granola bar.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's just sleep for a while, Astrid, then you'll feel better. Two days! Woohoo! Hey, Thorgrim, welcome
I
in.
need to find food.
Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, we're fully rested, but we're not... It's not light enough out yet. So I guess we'll craft some tinder or something. Any chance to rate you? I've had people say that they have issues rating me, but I don't really understand why. I've looked at my settings, and it shouldn't be a problem. Oh. Wait a minute. I just gave you a follow. That'll probably solve it in the future. Sorry about that. I appreciate the thought though. Yeah, I think the problem was the way that I had it set up. It either had to be like someone that I've recommended before or like
I need to find food.
whatever teammates are and people that I follow, and I wasn't following you. So I've changed that. So it should work now. It's so hot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thankfully, like, we had a heat wave at the start of the month. Thankfully, it has cooled back down. Hopefully, it cools down for you soon. Hopefully, it rains and cuts the heat. Oh, well, I do appreciate that, and thanks for letting me know so that I could figure out what the issue was. I didn't realize that I had it set like that. But it should be good to go for next time. Always rate Helga, so I did it again. You know what? You can't go wrong with rating Helga, though. Like, Helga's the best. Okay, let's see. Oh, it is morning. We can actually see now. Let's maybe swap out these gloves. The run is going pretty good. This is a brand spanking new run we started today, so it's only like an hour and a half old. But it's going quite well. We found a hammer right away, which was a struggle that we had last stream, or with like my last run. And we've got a pry bar, and we have a lantern. We could definitely use with some more matches. And I wouldn't mind a hacksaw. But so far, so good. We also found the Mackinaw right away. I don't remember the last time I've even seen a Mackinaw.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Oh, please don't blow up. Oh, it blew out my torch. Waste of a match. Oh well. Me and Helga are so similar, it's almost scary when we coast. Like picturing old married couple.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Yeah, Helga's great. I raid her a lot too when I can. Yeah, we've had some pretty decent RNG so far. We also had an incident where there was like a wolf stalking us, and then he just left us alone. Actually, I just remembered I didn't call the blizzard for bingo. Yeah, I was so surprised when I saw the Mackinac because I almost forgot they existed. I honestly don't remember the last time that I saw one. I would love that deer, but there's no way I can harvest him. So with it being so windy, I can't start a fire, and if I can't start a fire, I can't get it to thaw, so I guess we'll just have to keep going. No, I don't have the weather app. Oh, I swear I keep hearing something, like wolf paw prints. Do we have any more acorns? No. Oh, it seems like now the weather's gonna turn and it's gonna stop being windy.
Wait.
I'm still not gonna risk a fire next to that deer though. Back again, just shaved your head in summer hairstyle. That's the way to go. It's 27 and you live above the Arctic Circle. What? No, 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 that's not okay. That's way too hot. Like 27 is okay here, but above the Arctic Circle it should not be that hot. And even here, it shouldn't be 27 all the time, just occasionally. Oh, I want some baked camembert. Oh, I want cheese. Now I really want to go out and, like, get stuff for a cheese platter. Yeah, maybe that's the new plan for dinner. The original plan for dinner was fish sticks, which also sound good, but not nearly as good as like just a plate of cheese and meats and grapes and fig mustard. Man, that sounds good. Why do I always end up talking about food when I stream? It's like 90% of what I talk about. I have cheese for a while, trying to hold myself back a bit with all this stuff when I lose some weight. Cheese is just so good, though. I mean, maybe that's the little mouse in me, but, like, cheese. Can we just get to these trailers, please, Astrid, so you can be warm again? I'm sure you would appreciate that. I know I would. Food is life. It is. And, like, half the time Astrid is just hungry, and so that makes me think of food, and it's just a whole vicious cycle. I wish we would occasionally, like, see the woodpeckers, but I also know that it's probably not worth adding them in. I mean, who needs to code that? And you'd probably never see them, just like in real life. Like, you hear them more than you see them anyway. But still, how cool would it be to just see a woodpecker in this game?
I'm not sure I can carry
Just
much
hammering away at a tree. Okay, please let us find some food. I'd also really like to find a bedroll. If I could find a bedroll today, that would be nice. I'm trying to I'm trying to manifest it just like I did with the lantern. I'm gonna manifest my bedroll. kind of don't want to eat these canned foods because we can cook all of those things. And being able to cook is great for our cooking skill, obviously. Maybe I'll do that in the little hut outside. Maybe what we'll do is we'll break down this chair. Now we're a little bit warmer, and then we can go and start a fire over here. They are really loud. It's true. I just mean like in a game like this where there's so many trees and they're so tall, I don't know if I'd actually be able to find them, especially because they'd be kind of tiny in comparison. Here, let's use this. Yeah, let's burn the cash. Burn the cash! We don't need it. I mean, what are we gonna do with it? Bribe the cougar to not attack us? Imagine you just like leave out a stack of cash and just tell them,
I wonder if I can drop
please
any
don't
of this
hurt
beer."
me. And then he just doesn't. Alright, I'm going to add some reclaimed wood. And let's cook up. Let's cook up these
Did I say
peaches.
I hate being
Actually,
cold?
let's cook up
Is it
everything that we
really
have. Because whether or not we eat it warm or cold, as long as it's already cooked, we don't have to worry about losing that cooking skill point. I think we should get rid of the recycled cans. I should really leave some stuff behind. I really don't need to be carrying 4 sewing kits or 2 can openers. Oh, we could maybe prep some acorns while we're waiting. Ooh, our hunger is getting real close. Okay, let's eat this. I don't think I want to cook the potato now, though, because the potato is best warm. I think that makes sense. Sadly, though, in this game, you can't find the ambient birds. I know. And I think it makes sense for a lot of things, although I would really enjoy it. I've also talked about how cool it would be if you could look out over the water and see the loons. But no, just the crows occasionally.
I could eat anything right now.
Ooh, logging camp. Maybe what I'll do is drop this stuff off. And by this stuff, I mean the extra sewing kits and the extra can opener and all that jazz.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's see. Let's drop this one. They're the exact same percentage too. It's pretty wild. Okay, so here we go. Mystery Lake. Logging camp. We've got can opener and 3 sewing kits. I earlier watched the VOD of Wintermute 1.0 again when you said that you don't like talking to NPCs. I was kind of reconsidering if you'd like Drova. I mean, maybe. I mean, that is a good point. I say that I don't like talking to NPCs, and I'm sort of torn because on the one hand, it is kind of true. I'm really bad about it. Like, I'll just skip through half of their dialogue. On the other hand, if it's really good and interesting and, like, relevant, then I do enjoy it. I guess it sort of depends on how it's done. Should I cook the potato? Then I'd have to eat it now if I want it warm, though. Well, we could cook up the acorns. And then we can say that I collected acorns, and I can also say that we cooked a fancy recipe. The fanciest of recipes. Prepared acorns.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
After unlike most modern games, you don't have any sort of quest markers. You don't talk to NPCs there. If you don't talk to NPCs there, you'd miss like 90% of the quests, hints, etc. Sometimes things aren't even marked as quests in your journal. And like I'm torn because again, I think that's really clever. It's sort of nice to have it be meaningful in that way, and it's not just filler stuff, which is I think more of my issue with talking with NPCs is a lot of the times I'm just like, how does this help me? Very utilitarian in that sense, I suppose. But on the other hand, keeping track of all of that information, I also don't know if that would be my thing. But I will take a look at it, I do promise. Hey dear, welcome in. Good morning. Happy Friday. Is that it? Is that literally all that this place has to offer? Apparently. Alright, I'm gonna go back to standing, so pardon the sounds of my desk. No. Sorry, my chair hit the desk and so it decided to stop. Okay, so from here, where do we want to go next? Do we want to go to the lookout? Do we want to go to
Drop any of this gear.
Unnamed Pond? Maybe we'll do Unnamed Pond next. It's a little bit different than my usual tour of Mystery Lake. Advanced guns! This is feeling very similar to the last time I was here. Last time I played TLD, a timberwolf pack spawned next to the fishing hut near the fallen tree right near Mountaineer's hut of all places. Oh, lovely! That's totally what you want. Although I wonder if we'd actually go up to the lookout if we're more likely to find more food there. I feel like we are. Oh hey! Is this a corpse? It is. Gotta start keeping track of this stuff. For example, when I've been led to a mine, we were ambushed by 2 pillagers. When I defeated them, they ran off. When I followed them and found their hideout, I found out they were robbing people for a, let's call it a good reason. Their sister was very sick and they couldn't afford the medicine or get the ingredients. I found a list nearby and got them the difficult to get ingredients. Oh, that wasn't markers as quest in the journal. That's kind of cool though that you can do that. Like, that you can actually pay attention and essentially make your own quests in a sense. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the problem I would have with that is if I stopped playing, I would absolutely forget what it is I'm doing, and I wouldn't have any way to remind myself. Unless, is there a journal feature? Can you take notes about that kind of stuff too? Or I never seen them once there. And now when I came back from Ash Canyon, I saw them popping like ghosts after I walked past the area. Just popping up out of the snow, like daisies. No, that would seriously scare the ever-living daylights out of me. Just to watch a pack of Timbies just pop up there where you're not expecting them. And well, let's have this soda, I guess. See, like, I know with the wildlife refreshes that kind of stuff can happen, but at the same time, I'm still not going to be prepared for when there are Timbies where I don't expect Timbies. Oh, this is gonna blow out my torch as soon as I come up over the hill, isn't it? Please don't. Please don't blow out my torch. Okay. Oh, there it goes. I knew it was gonna happen. It was only a matter of time. Not directly, not in a sense that you can make notes yourself. The list, though, was put into your journal, but without any further note. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a game that quite works like that, to be honest. It's gonna detour from, to Blackrock from, not near your hut, so I can look the right side of Blackrock for the bunker, so I can buy the trader quest lockbox. And then those Timbies just went and ruined your plans, huh? Or, maybe not ruined, but complicated. Not excited for right side of Blackrock. High kind of timber packs on the right side of the map. Better than the wildlife could reshuffle the animals. That's true. They might not be there. I so knew this was going to happen. I knew that she was going to sprain an ankle at some point. Like, there was just no way we were going to avoid it given, well, everything that I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm never excited about Blackrock. I also have spent very, very little time in there since episode 4. So it mostly just scares me. Oh, this weather is atrocious. This wind just makes it so difficult to move.
Ow!
It was a rare breed of game, very reminiscent of Gothic. Gothic might not have that big of a fan base, but its fan base is still loyal for 25 years. Those are exceptional games. Yeah, like I said, that's definitely one that I had heard before, but I've just never played myself. But yeah, like you said, you know, fan base is very loyal to it, and anyone that I do know who has played it has, you know, raved about it. Rose hip for the pain. Can I, like, stone this Tarmy? So, well, if I had just aimed a little to the left, maybe. Maybe. Maybe I'll try it again in the future. This is the first time I even considered it. Hi, Tarmy.
Trees. Cause I'm gonna eat a tree.
Also, probably this year the Gothic remake will come out. If not this year, then 2026. Is it going to be like a complete remake or just like a remaster, or is that not clear yet? Please, please have food in here. At least it's warm up here. Another sewing kit. Well, I'm glad I left all 3 behind. And another spray paint. Another granola bar. Survive the outdoors. Is this a skillet? It's a skillet! Woo! Astrid, please.
Heavy to carry.
Please stop. Please just stop. Let's eat this granola bar for now. Maybe we read a chapter of a book. Probably survive the outdoors. Okay, and we're still so over encumbered. I want to leave behind some of my books, but I don't want to leave them here. I'd rather leave them at camp office or something like that. Something a little more central. That's the only reason I'm still looking them around with me, is because I want to bring them somewhere that I'll actually get to. Maybe I'll take just a really quick nap to warm up and all that good stuff. My two cats are staring at me like a watchtower. Well fed bonus! Is that a bingo event? I think it is. Yes. A remake, but faithful to the original, changing some of the things like controls, combat system a little to make it a little more accessible, but still true to the original. It's also free demo playable on Steam, which is kind of like a prologue. It's not the finished game, it's an early demo from last year's Gamescom. Ah, okay. Even the original composer is back on board. That's always a good sign.
Man, I could eat anything.
Thick, heavy snow. Love getting well fed. Well fed is so great. So helpful. This time I'm going to try not to forget about the fact that there's a plane crash here. And try and check that out before we go to camp office. The thing is, I don't strongly remember how to get there. Only vaguely. Also adding things to the remake that were planned for the original game, but due to time constraints, they weren't able to put it in, so they're extending the whole thing. Oh, that's so cool. I can appreciate something like that. And do I have to go down around the corner again? There it is. So I have to go around this next corner and then up again. I don't think I've ever found anything useful at this crash site, but I feel like it can't hurt to look. Because the one time I don't look is when there's going to be something cool, right?
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
You've got plenty to drink, you just have no time. Astrid, you have no time. There are things to be done. Okay, fine, you can have something to drink. What am I stuck on? There we go. Okay, first, anything over here? No. Okay. This is so janky. Huh?
I'm starving.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we've got another dead body here. That's good to know for our body counter. Germany or Poland are probably the core audience. The devs have had to aim for since we've always been the main customer for that game even back then. That's kind of cool though. Okay. Plane crash. Is that it? Thing actually in here? Apparently not. Okay. Guess I'll grab these crow feathers and then we can just head out. At least it's not as windy anymore, so now we shouldn't have a problem if we need to light a torch. Oh, I'm gonna sprain something again, aren't I, with the way I'm doing this? Oh, nice, we didn't. Okay. Remember I started the demo a few months ago when I was in the main menu and heard the new overhauled Gothic theme? Chills. Okay, so we still haven't checked that train car. We can check derailment. Small Arms Handbook. Okay. Gonna make another note of him. I definitely missed others in PV that I forgot to put on the list. Derailment. At least I'm pretty sure. Simple tools. That'll be useful for fixing up our lantern. Where's my torch? There we go. Maybe I leave this off for now so I don't accidentally waste a match. Because we don't really have that many matches at the moment. I'm hoping we find more in camp office.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Just grab a few more acorns on the way. One thing I don't want to deal with on the right side of Blackrock is a cougar if I have to, because timberwolves and normal wolves are annoying. Yeah, that would be enough, I would say. You don't need to add a cougar into the mix too. That would just be too much, if you ask me. I'm really nervous about having to deal with the cougar, even though, like, I know that it's not that big of a deal, that you can avoid it and stuff. I just... having not encountered it myself, it's still a little nerve-wracking. Okay, I'm hoping that we'll find some more cooking stuff here, like maybe more, like a sack of potatoes or something.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, I know, Astrid, I know. Here, let's get rid of books. We can keep one on hand, or two maybe. Oh, I gotta get rid of all the garbage. There we go. 2 copies of Small Arms Handbook already. Okay, so we have at camp office, we have many skill books. It's just how I'm going to refer to it as, I suppose. Oh, another skillet. You've killed 2 cougars so far. It can be rough if you're not prepared for a cougar encounter. And see, that's the thing. I'm never going to be mentally ready for it. I might be like prepared in game at some point, hopefully. We'll see. It'll be fine. Eventually we'll have to deal with it, but hopefully not anytime soon. Food is what I was looking for, because I don't actually want to have this stuff with me. There it is, cooking oil. Many skill books, skillet, cooking, oil, salt. I've searched all of that already. I've been shaking my head over some of the discussions regarding Gothic overall, like there are way too few women and those that are all sexualized. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's a penal colony we're in. This place is run by criminals. I don't believe they'd be nice and all romantic with women, especially the higher ranks. You don't? A jerry can! Yes, let's fill up our lantern. Weak inlet cougar on the left side near the entrance because of the tails bunker scared me into panic because I was locked in open animation while it's charging at me. That's terrifying. That is truly terrifying. Jerry can, photo paper. Really wish we could have more food.
This will come in handy.
Guess we might need to go out and get cattails. Wait, was that more photo paper? Yeah. I'm gonna put it all together. Alright, camp office. Okay, I don't see a bedroll there like we had in our last run. Decent jeans. I actually think I might grab this just in case there's a mag lens hidden back here. But it doesn't look like there is. Okay. Well. Oh well.
Well, this stuff will come
Yes,
in
wood
handy.
matches. Bonus matches! It's like some people don't want to distinguish between fiction and reality, especially in those medieval like fantasy settings with darker tone. Of course, terrible things happen there. They also happened in our reality long ago. Occasionally still happen. They act like those things are taboo to talk about. Yeah, it's, you know, there's like a fine line to walk too, because like there, you know, you don't want to.
Any of this gear.
You don't want to necessarily make it like glorified or whatever, but you're right, like it wouldn't really necessarily fit their characters or the setting. Okay, I don't want to deal with this wolf because that would mean using my flare. So I'm gonna try and just sneak to these cattails so he doesn't see us. There's only one cattail here anyway. That's kind of sad. No, but like even if they're right, even if they're not saying that it's like glorifying, even if they're not using that word, it's still kind of like, well, it's sort of like they're assuming or implying that the presence of whatever is, or the lack thereof, is like glorifying a certain world image, which it doesn't have to. Like, you can definitely, you know, make a world that is far from perfect and not be using it as a way to say this is how things should be, which is usually the problem that a lot of people have when they're like, oh, it's like, you know, everyone looks like this, or no one looks like that, or everyone is doing this and no one is saying that, and whatever. It's usually an issue of, well, that it means that somehow that's how things should be, or what we should be striving towards, and that's just kind of not how fiction works. All right, it's a little inconvenient right now that it's so windy because I can't really go out with a torch. So I think maybe what we'll do is just maybe we'll read. Maybe that's what we'll do.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, a perfect world would be boring, especially in media. Yes. Because you're right. Then there's no struggle. There's no thing to overcome. There's no problem, and therefore there is no plot. All right. I guess we can repair this. We can do that, before it gets too dark. Nice. I don't know that we have time to do that again before it gets too dark. Probably not. Is there anything here that I can or should repair? Maybe my toque. Come on. It's now going to be too dark, isn't it? Yeah. I had a feeling. Okay, then let's prepare our acorns and rose hips and stuff.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Oh, you and your needs, Astrid. You and your needs. I'm gonna need to eat soon. Okay, fine. I'll let you eat some peaches. And a stale granola bar. Okay, let's get some sleep. We got another aurora. Man, last time, like in our last run, I think we maybe had one aurora the entire time. Now we've gotten two within the first, 3 days. Oh man, I wish we had a mag lens. That would be amazing, to be able to go out and just start a fire. It would be sleeping for that long, but you know. We've woken up fully rested. Fabulous. I'm not gonna start lighting my torch until I know what the weather is like and whether or not it's gonna, you know, be blown out immediately. I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's beautiful, but very windy. That's unfortunate. Maybe we go around the back way. So I think my plan is maybe we climb up the road. Although I don't really know that that's worth it unless you have a hacksaw, because there are lots of saplings up there.
Right about now.
Oh my God, Astrid. Might at least take out my marine flare in case I need something. I hope I won't have to use it though. Branjam coming in with the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for that raid, Branjam. There we go. That's how you do the shout out command. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How was Mario Party? I mean, can that ever not be fun? It's a party. But it's really good to see you. I hope you're having a good week, and I really appreciate the raid. Thank you so much for coming in. Like in Gothic, in the first chapter, you have to join the 3 big camps. There's Old Camp, New Camp, the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Over various small side quests, you get to know each of the camps, and you usually find out that none of the camps are ideal. Old Camp is oppressive and blackmailing the lower ranks. New Camp's not much better, forcing the lower ranks on the labor. Sect seems all nice, but they're all smoking and believing in an all-powerful entity that is actually kind of evil. Awesome! Which, I mean, makes sense. It would also be boring if like, 2 of them were evil and 1 of them was great or something. Everyone would always go there. What the heck is this area called again? Where am I? Dave's Quiet Clearing. There are so many bodies. Probably another one of the games people not expecting me to stream. That's true. That's fine so far. I have to take a break now, though. Have a nice rest of your stream. All right, no worries. Have a good break. Take care of yourself. And yeah, thanks again for dropping in. Yeah, you gotta join one of them in the first chapter. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like I said, it would be boring if they were all perfect, or if they were all, you know, if 2 of them were terrible and 1 was perfect or something like that. Like, then it's not really a choice. The thing that makes it a choice is like, well, which option can you live with, you know? What's the least of the worst things to you? Oh, actually, it seems like the wind has stopped enough that we could use a torch if we needed to.
If I don't warm up soon.
I know, Astrid, I know. That's why I'm gonna get you to one of these huts. No worries. You're good, you're fine, you're good. Oh, I just love these graphic effects. Like, just the snow coming up over the ice and stuff. It's so nice. I don't know if I'll ever stop talking about it, because I just am so excited about it. It just looks so good. I don't know if we have this bear. I don't see him, but we're also pretty far away.
I could eat a horse.
Similar thing was in Drova, but there are only 2 camps. But when I did all side quests in the first chapter, they saw that I was able to find. I found it really hard to decide which camp I wanted to join.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, Astrid, please stop complaining. Maybe I'm missing something. Hey, if I ever restart my next playthrough, I can enjoy the other camp. Exactly! That's another one of the great things about having, like, no perfect options, is that it leaves more opportunities for replayability, because, like, if there's one that you felt significantly more intrigued by than the other, you probably never get around to trying out the other camp, you know? Oh, I forgot the door is over here. I'm trying to open up a non-existent door. Well, at least we've healed our hypothermia risk. Candy bar! Oh, beef jerky, I almost missed that. I'll eat the chocolate bar before it gets much worse in quality. Feels kind of silly using the lamp for these things, but, you know, then I might miss stuff like the bag of beef jerky on the floor. Alright, maybe I'll use the lamp one more time just in case.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, I didn't even see this container. Man, I really thought that we'd be lighter by now, but then again, I also thought we'd be using the coal a lot more quickly.
I could eat anything right now.
Oh, Please stop complaining. I promise you, I'm trying. It's kind of weird that there are no wolves around here.
I can't feel my feet.
Like for the one camp, you need to go get the trust of the people so they vote for you to join the camp. One of those guys I was drinking with at a tavern. Then went hunting drunk. Always a great plan. And when we were done hunting, we drank even more. Next morning he told me that I was so drunk I ran through the entire camp, yelling about the hunt and how awesome I was naked. The entire camp already knows it. Awesome! Way to make a good first impression. Hey dude, welcome in. Yeah, exactly. It's my emotional support coal and not actually for keeping me warm. Meanwhile, Astrid is literally freezing.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Come on, give me some food. A whole lot of nothing. Is that another spray paint that I just saw? I'm not hallucinating that, am I? No, that's definitely another spray paint. Oh, but I would have missed this. And there was nothing in it anyway. Okay. I missed nothing then. I feel like we should try and warm up a little bit, so maybe I will read another chapter of Survive the Outdoors, because then we can leave this behind eventually. Cam seemed to have a good time and was amused. I mean, it is quite the story. Okay, at least we're a little bit warmer now. We're not fully warm, but we're warm enough that I think we can go. Oh, the shadow there totally looks like it was weak ice for a second. Alright, I guess I'll check this cabin as well.
This pack is getting kind of heavy. Oh, I'm starving.
But if you stop and burn a coal, you're summoned a blizzard. Exactly. It's so true. And I've already had enough, well, we haven't really had that many blizzards, but we've had enough, like, extremely strong winds that I don't want that right now. Amazingly. Man, this place sucks. Okay, sorry about that. I'm now sitting down again. I love having a height adjustable desk. It's so convenient. Okay, it really seems like we don't have the bear here, which is nice.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Astrid, I'm not sure I can bear to hear you talk anymore. kind of wish that you could turn their voices on and off throughout the game, but it's pretty much a thing that you decide at the beginning, I think. And I do generally like having little tips from her, like, hey, it's getting cold, or hey, I'm really hungry, or whatever, for later in the game. It's just, this early part of the game, it is so not helpful. Because early in the game, she's always hungry. Are those Tarmies? Oh my god, they're Tarmies. Oh, I'm gonna try and stone him. Turning the voice off does add a small bit of challenge. Yeah, I feel like I'd be way more likely to lose well fed if I turned off the voices. I don't think I'm quite as worried about the thirst or the tired meter, but I would definitely be worried about losing well fed. Oh, what am I gonna call this area? Mystery Lake, where Lake Bear spawns. Wait, I turned myself around. There we go. There are the Tarmies. I still wish that they would take the old voiceover lines and just like mix them in so it doesn't feel as stiff and as repetitive. No! Why was that so high? I don't understand. Okay, so I can't use the thumb trick with Tarmies. It doesn't go where I wanted it to. Because I had lined the throw up with the... Like, I had lined our thumb with the Tarmy before throwing.
Man, I could use a drink.
That's too bad. If I could find a line, we could actually go fishing, but... Yes, exactly. This cold is making my head feel thick. Just, like, imagine if she just says that at some point randomly when you're not expecting it, because she's always like, this cold is making my head feel thick. It'd just be so great. Alright, we're gonna actually make a fire.
Come on, little fire. Oh,
Sweet. Yeah. Okay, let's maybe throw on a coal. A reclaimed wood. We could make some water while we're waiting.
I'll take it.
Yeah, do I really need it? Not really. Although I suppose, doesn't that go on the extra slots and not on the head? I can't remember. No, it goes on the head. That's what I thought. Guess I'll make some tinder plugs.
Oh, starving.
Oh, jeez, please just leave me alone, Astrid. I can leave those. Maybe I cook up this coffee. Although we really don't need to be more awake. Once you get the pemmican bars, you probably won't need any other food anymore except for cured meat, maybe. And then Astrid will finally stop complaining. An hour until
I could eat a horse.
Astrid, you're not even that hungry. Okay, what if? Do I cook the potato? Oh, I can't cook bannock yet. I'm not good enough at cooking. Since pemmican bars, I found rosehip tea to be a waste. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I haven't encountered them at all yet. Hey, Zert, welcome in. This run is going pretty good, actually. We found our hammer right away. We found a Mackinaw, which I don't remember the last time I saw a Mackinaw. Found a pry bar. For the most part, we've had pretty decent weather. So it's going pretty good. I think it has the potential for being a good setup. You only get the recipes from the trader once you completed his quest. Ah, okay. Then that's not going to be for a very long time. Because I actually had considered at the start of the stream turning off the trader. I decided to go back and turn the option back to on because I figured, well, if this is as long of a run as I hope it'll be, I might eventually get to the point where I would like to do the trader quests. But I'm definitely not going to be prioritizing them in this particular run. Actually, after I finish this quest, I don't think it's that long of a quest anymore. No, I just don't intend on doing that right away. It's not going to be my priority, so. Okay, go away. Go away, wolf. I mean, I might change my mind. I might end up wanting to, like, switch things up and do the trader quests earlier than planned or whatever. Maybe. I don't know.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Astrid, yes, he does. He always seems crazy. Ring around the rosy. Show off, wolf. Bit of traveling, sure, but after I got the recipe, it was so worth it. So worth it that I would even reconsider my usual approach for every new run. Interesting. Okay. I did not realize that he was still tracking me. I mean, I should have, because I didn't hear the howl. But because of that, I was not expecting to hear anything when I dropped the torch. I'm starting to get hungry. I think I'm gonna have to wrap up relatively soon so that I can figure out dinner. Maybe we'll sleep to save after this day. Another hook, but still no
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
recycled can. Still no line. That means I'm gonna have to get a bunny or something soon. If I get the cattails over here, we'll be over 15 cattails, which we can then call for bingo. Plus, always good for, you know, feeding Astrid, keeping her from complaining. Hey, Lily, welcome in. I hope you're having a good week. Happy Friday. Okay, so we can call cattails for bingo. We have more than 15. Okay. Sorry, I just had to take a quick look at bingo, make sure I wasn't missing anything. What are you going to use for a headstone? So what I've decided is I'm starting off by keeping track of how many bodies there are and where they're located. And what I've decided is I'm going to have one stone cache per region and craft like a little wooden figurine for each body.
Find food.
I'm also debating prioritizing going to get the camera and taking a picture for each, like, of each corpse. That sounds so creepy. To also include in the cache, sort of like in memoriam. And that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Because I was just checking, and in Mystery Lake alone, we definitely have way too many corpses to do one stone cache for each, which was one of my original ideas. Actually, maybe we could at this point still. That's inside. No, wait. Outside, 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 outside. That's 4 already, so that's getting pretty close. I think it'll probably make more sense to just have one stone cache per region. We could actually start, you know, collecting stones for that now that I think about it. Let's just sum it down to pemmican bars are the perfect food for traveling. No food is better than that. So I assume it also takes care of your vitamin C. Kids wanted donuts this morning, so we walked to Dunkin' 4 miles and munched at my mom's. Then another walk with friends and their dogs. 16,000 steps, and it isn't even noon yet. Nice! Also, yum, donuts. I don't remember the last time I had donuts. I think it was probably when we were in the States in December. Because I don't think I had any this last trip. It's finally not crazy humid, so we have to take advantage. Yes, definitely. I'm so glad that the humidity has broken. Humidity is the worst. Yeah, I also really like the idea of adding in the photograph. I'm a little concerned about actually going to get the camera for reasons. Because I wasn't like super eager to go to that region again. But you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
I could eat a horse. Let's say a lot, because I love horses.
Okay, I think we're gonna need to make a fire and pull more torches, but I don't know if we need to do that before we get to trappers or not. It's not too bad? Okay. I just know that, like, I can't do it early game. I know I need to wait until I've got a little more... Sorry, I'm gonna start a fire right now and try and get this bunny so I can get another gut curing. Yeah, I just remember that, like, the last time we went there in the really long run, I definitely needed to be prepared. And so I know it's not something we're going to be doing like within the first 20 days. And that's okay. All right, bunny. Thank you for your sacrifice. 4 bars at 540 calories for half a kilo, plus vitamin C, plus 3 kilograms of carrying weight for 3 hours, plus 15% stamina for 3 hours, plus 15% positivity. That's wild. That is quite the impressive stats. I get it. Not sure if you can please. We'll statue outside even in a stash. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that that might be a problem. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it and give it a try. Quarter of a kilo, 4 bars for a quarter of a kilo, and each 540 calories. Yeah, that's crazy. That is really good energy density for sure. Maybe we won't go to Trappers tonight. I don't know yet. My family, I'm the only one who isn't a big fan of donuts. I have to say, I need to be in the right mood for donuts. And I also am a little bit on the pickier side with my donuts. So, like, here in Germany, a lot of them, in my opinion, are just not very good because a lot of, like, donut stores are these, like, hip places that try and put everything on a donut, and it's just like, that's not what I want in a donut. Like, I don't want a donut with cookies and a filling and, you know, drizzles of chocolate and half a candy bar and stuff on top of that. I don't want that. I really like the classic Berliner. I would also count that as a donut, and that I love. But, like, these fancy donut shops that have been popping up, it just feels like such a waste of food to me. It's not for me. But I love, like, homemade cake donuts. Just very plain, super boring. I like cinnamon sugar donuts. Also very plain and boring. It's apple cider donuts. Just that sort of thing. I don't mind the occasional, like, specialty donut, like, you know, buttercream filled or something like that, but I definitely don't need that all the time. Just give me a glaze and I'm happy. Yeah, like, very simple donuts. Is just, that's the kind of girl I am. I like simple donuts. I don't want any of these, like, half a sundae. All you need is a half a kilogram of cured meat, half a kilo of animal fat, 15 rose hips, and just like a pinch of salt. That's really cool. 1.39. If I add a few more sticks to this fire, we could harvest the hide. When we add a few more sticks, we harvest the guts. I think we're gonna stay here in camp office. I think this is a good place for us to leave it. Because there should be, theoretically, other bunnies. Or, not theoretically, potentially there will be other bunnies near Trappers. You actually need cooking 5 for the recipe, but it's so worth it. I never use rose hips for tea anymore. Yeah, no, it makes sense. But what about in terms of using rosehip tea for pain? Or do you use just pain meds? Or just let Astrid and or Will suffer until, you know, until the pain is gone? You find the tunnel for Blackrock and the exit into Blackrock. The tunnel, I think, is near Bricklayer and Blackrock. Nice, I'm glad you found it. And removing corpses and leaving a statue where they were. That's so cool, Zert. Maybe that's what we should do, and then leave the photographs in a cache somewhere. Not excited for Timbies. I can't blame you. I wouldn't be either. Okay, and then here we go. We now have one bunny, one gut. I'm gonna put both of them up here, actually.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
If you can just, like, stop complaining. It's not that big of a deal, actually. I just cured away by sleeping, letting time pass, and when beachcombing, I usually find more than enough painkillers. Yeah. Yeah, pain isn't really the biggest of deals. Like, yeah, you've got a little disturbance in the field of vision, but other than that, it's really just who cares? I usually won't even bother healing it most of the time. Most of the time, I will only use a reishi tea. I mean, not a reishi tea. A rosehip tea for pain if I've warmed it up and I just need it to keep Astrid warm anyway. Yeah, and exactly. The moose attack is the only time you really actually need it. All the other times it's just like, oh, get rid of it quickly. Alright, we're still not quite tired yet, and it's still not quite dark yet, so I think I'm gonna try and read another chapter. Oh, darn. I tried. Anything else I can do in the dark? It doesn't look like it. 16%, 20%. These are all terrible. Can I repair this in the dark? No. I didn't think so, but you know. I like to try. I like to hope. Tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna sleep to save. And then we'll find someone to raid. Oh, you can even use ruin fat for pemmican bars. That's pretty cool. And here we are. We have survived 4 days. It's a pretty good start. And I mean, this has been a relatively strong start for this run. I'm pretty happy with it. We're still looking for a hacksaw, but we do have, I didn't drink anything yet, but we do have the hammer, we do have a pry bar, we've got semi-decent clothing already, so I'm pretty happy with the way things have started out. Oh, and we're gonna call number 8. There we go. GG, Lily, congrats on that bingo win. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. 4 days survived. Explored 13% of the world so far. Not too bad. 5 successful repairs. So proud of you, Astrid. right, not too shabby. Well, we'll wrap it up here for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and a good start to your weekend. And yeah, I plan to be back again on Monday, I think. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with this, if I'm going to do something else. I'll just see what I'm up for playing then. But yeah. I want to overhaul the whole durability system regarding food, like that canned food should endure much longer. That would be really nice. I would like it if they did that, because sometimes I'll see something and I'm like, okay, I understand how this spoiled, but why is this not lasting longer? Like, so yeah, I'd be really interested in them overhauling that at some point. But yeah, have a good one, everybody. I'm gonna see if we've got someone that we can raid. Let's see. Oh, Bastrove is on day 1 of Pill Poppin' Pilgrim. So let's go see how that's going. And yeah, if you can join us with the raid, that'd be great. Have a good one, everybody, and bye for now.